hello, namaste. My name is Nisha Kalamani and I am a psychologist and a HR professional. I just thought that I will give you a small little introduction as in why we started this YouTube channel and what is the purpose of you seeing me on this channel most of the time. Okay, so I'm a psychologist like I told you earlier. So my main intention was to spread across the importance of mental health as much as possible. So it is always good to choose a medium to talk to people, right? So we started this journey along with a YouTube channel outlet, which is again ours. We have joined hands together for close to a year now. And through 48 Frames Company and Ask Psych, we wanted to send across a message of the importance of mental health and what difference it can make to you. So since it's been a really long journey and a lot of you have connected to us, now we are like more than 1,000 people that are connected, and you write to us through various ways. Some of you write on the 48 Frames, some of you write on Ask Psych, and some of you write to my email ID, some of you all WhatsApp me. So there are a lot of things that's happening, around. Since we are a small number, but it is huge at times, so we wanted to channelize it and we wanted to tell you how you can reach out to us and how you can make use of our services. Okay, I will be placing the link to the website for the registration if in case you want consultation from us. We are a team of psychologists and trainers and yoga therapists who are seated in different parts of India, especially in the southern part. What are the services we provide? We provide counseling services, we provide psychotherapy, we provide psychometric test developments, we provide training, we provide workshops. There are a lot of things that we do with regard to mental health and well-being on the whole. So if you were looking for any of those services, you can always check out our website and register yourself there. The link will be put in the description box. So our goal is to educate you on the importance of mental health and what are the things that you need to do to be happy. So it is not just that I might be doing fun videos and maybe cooking and travel and all that, but our primary goal is to educate you all about the importance of mental health. So you can look into our services, and a small little service charge is also applicable if you are looking for services from us, because we have specialized people who would be doing all the services for you all based on your requirement. So you can also have a look at what are our charges there itself, what is our consultation charge and all that is there. We do have a wing that does a lot of social work as well. That is a totally different thing. You can have a look at it on our website itself. So I just wanted to tell you all, if at all you're looking for services, you can visit our website and just join our journey. Like we are on a mission, on a drive to educate people, to make people understand the importance of mental health and how to live a happy life, without having, there are so many things to bother us, but how do we choose and play the game of life really well is important. So I'm there with you in this journey, and I'm looking forward to have a wonderful journey with all of you all too. Thank you so much for joining in. You have a wonderful day.
Hi, hello, namaste. Welcome to 48 Frames Company. Today I'll be discussing with you all about postpartum depression. This was one of the suggested topics by one of our subscribers, and she wanted me to throw light on different aspects of postpartum depression, what a mother can expect during that particular time. Okay. So when you talk about postpartum, first of all, you need to understand postpartum is a period after childbirth. So when it comes to postpartum depression, it is not limited to that time alone. It can start a little earlier while she's pregnant itself and continue into delivery and after childbirth and all the while after the childbirth. Okay. So what are the symptoms that you see in postpartum depression? You will find heavy mood swings, irritability, so you cry all the time, you don't feel connected to the child, you feel your life is worthless, you're confused as in what your role is, you have no idea what to do, you feel like ending your life, you have no connection with anybody, you are totally confused as in what to do next, and who is this person here, how am I connected to this person who I've just pushed out of my body. So it has got most of the symptoms of depression, and it is happening after childbirth. Okay, so these are the symptoms that you will find. Now, let me just take you to what happens while the childbirth process happens. There are a lot of changes that happen. So the initial phase for every mother would be like, once she has pushed out the baby, she will be confused, she will be sad, she will be little irritated, and it lasts for a shorter time, maybe from 3 days to 10 days, and it goes off. Now that is not postpartum depression. If it increases, the severity increases and it continues for more than 2 weeks, then it falls into being analyzed as postpartum depression. So there is another phase to this as well. Some of them might have a severity in this, the depressive symptoms, like, they might also have delusions and hallucination and feel like harming the child. So that comes into a different thing altogether, called as the postpartum psychosis, which requires hospitalization, which requires medication. That is a very serious issue. So postpartum psychosis is something different altogether. And what happens initially, which is very natural, which is called as baby blues, happens just for like 3 to 10 days that I just told. That is also fine. But today we'll be talking about postpartum depression. So in postpartum depression, why does this happen? First of all, you need to understand when one is pregnant, there are hormonal changes that is happening in the person. And when the child is out, there is a drastic dip in the hormonal balance. So that makes you more very lethargic, lack of energy, you're not able to do anything, irritable. So that contributes to it. Other than the hormonal imbalance, what happens is that, if you are expecting a child that is unwanted, like maybe you didn't want that child, but you're forced to give birth to that child, you do not have a good relationship with your partner, and maybe early childbirth, like your age is very less and you're not ready to be a mother, and you are giving birth, so you have a severe anxiety and fear about what is happening to you. So these are the possible reasons. And also, if the person has had a history of depression earlier, there can be chances of having the postpartum depression as well. So if you are a person who has been diagnosed with any kind of mental illness previously, please make it a point to express this to your doctor while you are pregnant and you're going for your checkups. Tell them about this, so that she will keep this in mind every time, so she will be monitoring that as well. So how can we avoid this, or like what do we think should be done to avoid this? First of all, understand what is motherhood, what are the possible changes that can happen to you, what can you expect when the child is out in front of you. So you educate yourself and prepare yourself for motherhood. It's a lifelong journey ahead. So it shouldn't be like all of it's a surprise that you don't know what to do, how to do. No, plan it well, think about it, have discussions, build a great family support, have a support system built with your husband and friends and family, regular interaction with your spouse, planning things. You can do all these things, and it's more like a happy event rather than being very anxious and panicky about what am I going to do. Okay, so you prepare yourself for a beautiful feeling that you're going to have in the future. So that's how you can avoid it to a certain extent. So now if you ask me how long does it last? See, when we look at the statistics this far, with treatment, it has been managed really well, and it just goes off with time. Maybe maximum around 3 years is what we are seeing. Very few people experience it post 3 years. So what do they generally do? What is the treatment procedure that they use? So counseling, definitely it will be there. There's going to be a lot of combination of psychotherapies that has to be used, and few people might also require medication. So this is how it is managed. Now there is also a small little confusion, as in there is one more aspect which is seen, which lasts for a really long time. That is postpartum anxiety. So what is postpartum anxiety? Unlike postpartum depression, in postpartum anxiety, you are always anxious about the child. Is the child eating enough? Is the child breathing? If I leave the child here, will anything happen to the child? Can I travel alone? Will my husband take care of the child? Will someone kill my child? Will someone harm my child? This is an extended version of overly protective feeling that comes around the child, that you build around your child. And this sometimes lasts for a really long time. You can find them last almost for like 10, 15 years, and you see people who have heightened anxiety with regard to their child, even once the child turns out to be an adult. So these are a few things that I wanted to share with you. So I hope you like the introduction to what is postpartum depression, and a little bit information of what is postpartum psychosis and what is postpartum anxiety. So I just wanted to throw a little bit of information on all of it. So if you are going to be a new mom, just be prepared about the responsibilities that come with the baggage and enjoy your motherhood. So if you think someone would benefit out of it, then please do share this video. And if you like the content, then please do like it. And if you are looking for my consultation, I am attaching my website below. You can book your appointment there. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel. So thank you so much for joining in. We have one.